Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Rams. Teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, this defense for the Rams, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
To throw on second down, Grant. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Grant. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Off play action. Grant. That's complete to John Ross. And a nice spin into some open field. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give them 32 on the play.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Jacobs. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Jacobs again, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch tight is right. Hey, 4 down. Watch 23. Watch 23.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
What he got? What he got? Watch out.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders 36. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
47's the mark, boy. 47. Check, 47. I'm here all day.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you...
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the option, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Back to throw. Grant. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. These two teams all tied after 1. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Grant. And that is incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Grant. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Stafford flushed out right. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the option, here's Akers.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second and 4.
Stafford escaping the pressure right.
Pass caught. It's been Skoranek.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
Fighting his way through contact, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. That one complete to Skoranek.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Check three. Ready?
They'll run here with Akers.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, it'll be Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. offense set to get this drive started. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Grant. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Grant.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
A beautiful spin and room to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Throwing on first down. Grant. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
To throw is Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Here we go. Mark 38. Mark 38. Mark 38. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
He wants it all for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down.
Matt Gay for the Rams field goal. A 60-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
On 1st and 10, Grant.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the Rams 40-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Looking to throw. Grant. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. From the gun, Grant. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
restarted for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Akers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
93 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg.
They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. 538. Libra. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Safety's gripping.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On second down, Akers. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On first down, Grant. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Terez Hall.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Going right back to Akers.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
133 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
10 at the 17-yard line.
Now a play fake at Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he coughed it up. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. He's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On 2nd and goal, Stafford flushed out right.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And when you run a drag route like this down near the goal line, you're hoping maybe you get an inadvertent pick to set your man free. A lot of people are calling them natural screens, but this was well defense, and they stopped him for just a short gain.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Throwing again is Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Cam Akers. Fine work there on the touchdown run.
And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Throwing the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Grant. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Raider first down.
A quick throw now complete to Ross.
Grant's pass complete to John Ross. 8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Grant. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
146 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
March 47. March 47.
Play action. Stafford. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
On the give, this is Akers.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now Stafford. Oh, no, he lost the football. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Grant Finds a seam inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Throwing on first down. Grant. Reception here by Ruggs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he will find his man Ruggs.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 16. 19 yards that time for number 19. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 4
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 12-yard line.
From the gun, Grant. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Off the option, it's Jones.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Grant. And he rifles one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
3rd and goal. This LA Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Stafford now to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the Raider first down.
He's back to throw.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
4 yards remain for second down.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Grant lets this go for Renfro downfield. It got his man complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Rams' 13-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Grant flushed out right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
5-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Off the play fake. Grant. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.